Welcome back, Madden fans, retro football fans. This is Paul Gaither. This is Madden NFL 2002, and we have year 6 of our franchise. I did not mention the players of the week at the end of my last video, so here you go. We can take a deeper dive into the Pro Bowl nominations and everything before the Pro Bowl game, but I want to see what Pro Bowlers we have on our team. I just want to quickly skim and scan through. Kevin Barlow got a nod. Owens got a nod. Ruark has a vote, has a nomination. Continue to scroll down. Javon Curse, only 6 sacks on the season. Never a double-digit season from our player. Why are we paying him to be a 99? At a certain point, I think that he needs to get dumped just for draft pick, something. Get me some value, because he's not producing out there. He's not a double-digit sack player. He's not a big deal out there. He gets the Pro Bowl, and yet I kind of wonder why. Rookie defensive tackle. There is where we get our production. Maybe Curse is pushing quarterbacks into the situation where the nose tackle collects the official sack, but I just haven't seen it from Curse. And he could be really good value to flip. That's something we're going to think about as we get to the off season. Okay? But our nose tackle, our defensive tackle, he plays both positions. He plays nose and regular D tackle. Right? That 3 technique as well. Gets a Pro Bowl nod. Anybody else on our defense? No one in the secondary, and you can't blame them because we've been giving up a lot of yards. Stats and info, rankings, 49ers, offense, 9th in passing, 6th in rushing, 6th in points per game, total offense 2nd. We don't dominate the NFL with our games. I think we do a very good job with all of our simulation settings as we play each week. We don't take over the league, and we're not at the bottom of the league. Defense, though, worst pass defense, and what more can we do? Number 1 rush defense, but that's because they can just throw on us all the time. 2nd in the league, tied for most sacks. What more can we do in terms of our pass defense? 96 overall, 89 overall. Those are our primary starters right there. Are they giving up plays? I know we don't have a huge big name safety here, but that's because we play these guys, and we pay Patrick Surtain at safety as well, 92 overall, and plays a really good job. Look at the secondary. Always a 77 overall. He made the Pro Bowl previously in his first 2 years. Look at all those tackles. Look at those interceptions. Not so much this year, but I don't see him as the liability. If anything, Plummer is the one. 4 picks, 31 pass deflections, has just been kind of all right, but other guys have just been able to get open and get the job done. Right? Ingram doesn't have the picks. He is getting close on the tackles. Right? He would need 7 more tackles to match last year's tackle numbers, but he didn't come away with a bunch of picks. That's the thing. And Surtain really doesn't either, but he's a 1-year rental that we're adding to our team. But our secondary, what more do we want? 99, 92, 77, 96, all across the board, we have a secondary built, right? So I don't know what more they want from us, okay? Bryant Young is something we're taking a look at. Did not get to double-digit sacks so far. Needs 3 sacks in the next game to hit a double-digit on the season. Next thing we want to take a look at are standings. If you're still here with me, we're at 4-minute mark, and now a lot has been settled after last week. Denver clinches the division. Bills clinch the division. Colts clinch the division. Bengals clinch their division. Dolphins will be going to the playoffs in a wild card spot after the Bills win their division. These are the top 4 seeds. Absolutely. The only seed remaining is that 6th seed, because in Madden 2002 they do not have 7 seeds yet. So, sitting at 8 and 7 across the board here. Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, Chargers. Are the Jets even technically in the hunt? I think if all these teams drop to 8 and 8 and the Jets win and go 8-7 and 1, I think if all the teams lose, the Jets might find an opportunity to jump into that position. That could be interesting because of that tie. right? That would be an interesting story to take a look at. But there we are with the AFC. NFC, Saints clinched home field advantage previously. Seahawks got a playoff berth, but the division still won't be settled. If Seattle drops the ball and goes 10-6 and the Niners win and go 11-5, despite losing to Seattle, the Niners could still win the division. But by winning that game against Arizona, we locked up a playoff berth, whether it be a division winner or a wildcard position. We are in no danger of losing it. Let's try to win the division and get at least one home game in this playoff run. Eagles 10-5. They clinch the division title, so they're definitely going to be somewhere in the seeding here, as high as 2, as low as 4, I think. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe as low as 3. 2 or 3 might be up in the debate. I'm not exactly sure how it goes. Vikings still do not have their division locked up, as right behind them are the Bears at 8-7, and I don't know if the Lions have a path to the playoffs. Probably not. Pretty sure Vikings and Bears need to figure out their situation. And I wonder what the tiebreaker situation is if Bears lose, Lions win. Like, what kind of weird 6th seed might happen here with Falcons and Washington and all of that, and the 8s and getting the W's and everything else. For the rest of the NFC, we've got the nice Rams, Packers, Bucks, and Cardinals, all at 6-9. Giants 5-10, Panthers 4-11, Cowboys 3-12. Bringing up the rear, Kansas City as well. The bottom teams in the NFL battling it out for that number 1 and number 2 draft pick. Just like last time. Stick with me here. I hope you enjoy watching the drama unfold as we simulate the final games of the week. Bengals, Steelers. Game of the week. Got the little red star by it. Are there anything else that's interesting here? Titans, Eagles, Bills, Jags. Bills, Jags should just pretty much be taken care of. Bills, do you keep the number 1 seed or not? You get the win in overtime, should lock up the number 1 seed for the Bills. So that's a big finish in the season. Broncos in first place for most of the year. And then with the Colts and the Broncos battling it out, the Bills just quietly climbing up the board and then secure what should be the number 1 seed. And they had to do it in overtime. You know their starters had to play too, right? Like, you don't just walk away from a number 1 seed of bye and home field advantage. And the Jaguars took you to the limit, trying to play spoiler there. So, Falcons, Cowboys. There are some playoff implications here, though. Atlanta is near the bottom. Do the Cowboys just roll over and try to get that number 1 pick in the draft? Is it possible? Dallas comes away with a W and botches the number 2 pick. I mean, NFL players and coaches don't play to lose. But what are you doing? What are you doing? 28-16, you didn't even try to make it competitive. And Falcons fans have to be disappointed. You played one of the worst teams in the league, and yet you still found a way to lose. I want to know, hey, what do you think about our 49ers making a move for Michael Vick? I mean, obviously on paper, like, why wouldn't you? I still think it's really unrealistic. With Jeff Garcia being a 3-time Super Bowl champion QB and everything, I don't think it's realistic to try to make a move. Like, obviously you're trying to move forward and you're trying to give Vic a new home and all that. But I think Atlanta just needs to continue to build with Vic. I don't think you make a move at all. I think you just let them continue to run. And if you want to do a Vic franchise, we can do a Vic franchise on a separate time. But, boy, if there was ever a reason to be upset with an organization, that would be it, right? Saints, Panthers. Panthers losing team. Saints already have everything. They don't care. This is a garbage game. Let's get through it. 13-3. They don't even care other than being a division rival. Rest your players. Hope you didn't get any injuries. Just move on to the playoffs. You already got Z, locked it up. Giants and Washington, I think this is pretty much already washed away and we don't care. Simulate the game. Okay, Giants get the W. Washington has a losing record instead of an 8-8 season. I'm sure that they tried their best, couldn't pull it off. We're going to hold on to this game because that can be a big deal. Titans-Eagles should be all locked up. Shouldn't matter at all. Let's simulate that game. Eagles, again, don't think they cared. They were trying to push for that number 2 seed, but didn't look like they pushed or tried hard enough. 13-17 is your final. Continue down our list. Chargers, Rams. We're going to hold off on that game. Chiefs, Cardinals. Kansas City. Can you just lose the Tank Bowl? Win the Tank Bowl by losing this game? And Chiefs, Bill Cowher. For some reason, Bill Cowher resigned from the Steelers, and then he became the Chiefs coach and all that. And after this season, he's let go again. What an awful storyline that is for him. And the Chiefs are able to lose and secure the number 1 seed overall, and no wonder why Cowher resigns. Kansas City does what they have to do to get that number 1 draft pick. Let's see here. Other interesting games. Broncos shouldn't be interesting, especially now that the Bills got their win. So, simulate it through. They lose to the Browns, probably resting their players. Again, we know Madden doesn't rest it, but for the storyline's sake, let's just say they rest their players going into the playoffs. Bucks, Ravens, I believe, we care about the AFC North, so we're going to hold off on that. Miami Raiders can be an interesting game. Pats, Vikings, those can be interesting games. Texans, Colts. Simulate that game. Colts get their W. I don't even know if they rested their players or not, but it certainly doesn't look like it on the scoreboard. They took care of business. And let's see here. Packers, Jets. Jets are in one of those situations where they need everyone else to have lost. So let's see what they do. They get their W. They just need the other teams to lose. Maybe we already have the answer for some of it. I'm not paying that much of attention. I'm distracted while I'm just talking to you. There's a big-time game. There's our game. Pats, Vikings. Dolphins, Raiders. Ravens, Bucks. Seahawks, Lions. Chargers, Rams. So this is a situation that the Jets care about. Chargers coach resigns. Means they got the L. Got blown out 42-17. It seems like on paper the Jets might have a path. They need all the teams to lose, but I think it keeps it interesting. Let's go back to the standings, and let's see what it looks like now, what the path is. There is still 1 playoff spot available, and the Jets moved up the board there. We're still looking for the Ravens, Pats, and Steelers situation. Ravens and Steelers are looking to get W's to secure that second playoff spot. So we want to simulate those last. Pats game, Jets are looking for the Pats to lose and go 8-8 so they can climb up. That will be an interesting game. Obviously saving the Ravens and Steelers games for later. And Vikings, Bears, Lions, Packers situation, but Vikings, Bears, Lions, we're really looking at that series as well. Okay. So the Pats game. Patriots, Vikings, interesting for both teams. Vikings get the W. Pats lose. Helps the Jets. All right? So looks like, I guess with Miami situation, it doesn't matter, right? Because Bills win the division, so I guess the Dolphin situation, with that game, I guess that's what Miami was waiting for, and that's what eliminated the Jets, right? Miami hasn't even finished their game yet. So that sealed it up. Right? Because Bills have it. And do the Jets have... No, because the Ravens and Steelers, they're going to have their division winner. Yeah, they're going to have their division 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they already have their division winner. So Ravens, Steelers, they're in a better position. So mathematically, if both the Ravens and Steelers lose, they drop to 8-8. That's the Jets' path. So the Jets are still not eliminated. The East can send 3 teams. The North is already sending their division winner. And if the Ravens and Steelers flub out, the Jets can steal that position. So, Ravens and Steelers fans, your teams have got to get your W. Like, you're in the control of your own destiny. But that's what's interesting. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Bears, Vikings. Like, we have this whole situation here. There's drama. I hope you're interested in the drama. That's why I'm recording it for you and not just skipping by. Honestly, I think this is less dramatic, but it is important. We might hold on just because we care about our 49ers in this franchise, but Ravens, Bucks, Dolphins, Raiders. So yeah, Dolphins already have the playoff berth taken care of, so we can just get through this game, right? Doesn't matter. Gruden has resigned. Yeah, Dolphins already took care of business. What's floating? Steelers lose, and they're knocked out. Steelers don't go to Super Bowl? Or Steelers win. They need the Ravens to lose. So, I mean, I know we have Monday Night Football, so the Steelers are going to go in knowing on Monday Night Football whether they care or not. And that's how it's really going to be. We're going to have Bucks-Ravens. Two teams known for their defense when this game came out in 2001. Tampa Bay would go on to win a Super Bowl with their great defense, and the Ravens came off a Super Bowl win, and yet both teams are not looking good. Simulate the game. Ravens go down. They lose. They are not going to the playoffs at 8-8. I think this was the Super Bowl in our first year of our franchise. And then I believe Denver won the Super Bowl in year 2 before we went on our 3-year Super Bowl run. So that was like a micro rivalry between those two teams. And that game, they came away with it. A losing season, but they beat the Ravens. But my goodness. Ravens are out of it. So the Jets are watching on Monday Night Football. The Bengals have nothing to play for except to get revenge on the Steelers for their years of dominance. Kitty goes meow, and Steelers don't go to Super Bowl? Let's find out if they're going to make the playoffs or not. Jets fans watching, Steelers fans watching, everyone watching this Monday Night Football game that I would play for you, but we can't. Press simulate. Steelers win, Jets in tears. Steelers should be a playoff berth, if I'm correct. All we have left now are the Seahawks and Lions. Let's take a look at the standings just to be sure that I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's right. Monday Night Football. They took care of the Bengals. What a ball game that must have been, too. Right? What a ball game that must have been. Niners and Seahawks. We're talking about a number 2 seed because both teams outrank the Eagles. Whoever wins is the number 2 seed. The next team drops to like 5 or 6, right? Because if you go 10-6, are you still above the Vikings? Maybe because of the way it's like listed here. And then like the Bears situation, Bears, Lions, all of them. But we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. We are in a situation. So what is there to play for here? That's right, because the Lions situation and all of that. And how that plays out with the Bears. Ooh, this is going to be good. But I don't want to distract from what a game. I mean, 35-10. It's like the Bengals, like, started getting worked, and then they just packed it in and said, congratulations, you're going to the playoffs. We're going to rest our guys. We'll get our revenge in the postseason. What a series of dramatic events have come to pass here. Seahawks, Lions, outclassing the Lions, looking for that number 2 seed because they've got the tiebreaker versus the Niners. Let's go. Niners have just become Lions fans. What's good? What's good? The pressure is on the 49ers. The pressure is completely on the Niners not to lose to the Bears. San Francisco has to win to get the seed. They have to win to go to 11-5. The pressure is on for Sunday Night Football. If they lose, Seattle still takes the division. Like, don't give up yet. Seahawks fans, don't give up yet. We have it right now, but we could lose on Sunday Night Football versus the Bears, and the Bears need the W to get the 6th seed. The Bears have everything to play for. The Niners are already in. Do they rest? Because if you rest, then you got to play next week. If you play now, you get to rest next week. It's all on the line. Whereas it appears, if the Bears lose, they drop to 8-8. I don't know if they still get in over the Lions. I guess because of here, they'll still be 8-8, right? I mean, the way that they're stacked over the Lions, we'll find out how it goes. But we're going to have 10-6 teams. What a season, everyone. Niners gotta fight for that. What a season so far. Coming down to the Bears at home. I'll see you on the other side of this ball game.
Hello everyone, this is James Brown. Tonight's regular season matchup is between the 49ers and the Bears. Both teams seem ready to go, so I'll send this one over to Pat and John.
Thanks, JB. Our visiting team is the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams are raring to go. Let's get this one started.
Yeah, look at those guys down there. They're all jumping around trying to stay loose. They want to get this game going.
Both teams have taken the field. Let's see what these teams can do now as they're lined up for the kickoff. Edinger gets it off. They'll start this drive from the 32.
Ace left 40, cross on 1. Break.
The 49ers line up with two tight ends. Gets the toss. Drives down the ball carrier behind the line. He failed to turn the corner on that run.
Yeah, as a back, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give him an inch.
Wing right X46 on 2. Break.
Ball on their own 30.
Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut,
Quick drop. Goes to the middle. A fumble. Burton with the takedown at the 24.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
Leslie, is there an update?
I asked Coach Mariucci about his game plan, and he told me that the team was rested and eager to play. They've been looking forward to this game all week. Pat?
Thank you. That was Leslie Visser with the update from the sideline. Number 85 in motion. Back to throw. Out over to the right. Murphy pulls him down at the 40. Number 18 back to punt.
Set. Hut.
Bird was brought down without getting anywhere.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
First and 10. Step back with the throw. Five yards to go. Whitfield under the center. Back to throw. With the throw. Halton, the intended receiver. Ball on their own 25. Whitfield, back to pass. McMillan was the intended receiver. That pass ran away from him.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target.
Maynard back to punt.
Would have sprung it.
First and 10. Fakes the handoff. Atkinson with the takedown at the 38. Let's see how they got to the quarterback on this one.
This guy just exploded out of his stance. That's what I call quick.
Eagle left wide. Sail on 2. Right.
Four-man front this time. The receiver in motion.
Hut, hut, hut.
Garcia back to throw with the pass. Stops him at the 47.
It's time to check your controllers. If you own a blue controller,
Ball at about midfield.
gallon of tap water. You're free to go to the nearest kitchen to claim your prize.
Blitz. Garcia hands it off. Howard stops him at the 42. Barlow got the first down, and that's all.
On 2.
First and 10.
Set. Hut. Hut, 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 hut.
Garcia hands it off. Touchdown, San Francisco. He picked up a ton of yardage on the way to this score, John.
Wow. That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Set. Hut.
The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. The 49ers go up by a touchdown. Number 18 gets it off. He downs it in the end zone.
Right.
First and 10. He hands it off. Llewellyn with the takedown at the 23. Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
Ball on their own 23. Blitz is coming. He hands it off. Valentine with the tackle at the 26.
Eagle left one. Sail on two. Right.
Whitfield to throw it. Pass is left. Complete. Plummer brings him down at the 48. Marcus Robinson is a dangerous receiver.
Just ask defensive backs around the league. This guy can score from anywhere on the field. I'd throw to him all day long.
Eagle FC 33 corner on one.
Ball on their own 49. Whitfield gets set, and he gets the ball. Mitchell makes the stop at the 49. They go with the rushing play.
I think it's a little late to put too much faith in your running at this point.
I left 30 on one. Right.
Sharp, the motion man. Flips, and he gets the toss. Plummer pulls him down at the 45. The defense was quick to recognize what they wanted to do there.
He tried to get to the outside, but the defense was watching his every move. When he tried to turn the corner, they were right there to get him.
Four-man front this time. Sharp in motion. Quick drop. Pass is left. Batted down. Peterson batted it down.
You know, the quarterback needs to put that ball in a position where the defender can't get to it. That didn't happen there.
The Bears will punt it here. Using motion. And he makes a nice juke move. Oldman drags down the ball carrier behind the line. The 49ers up by 7. Garcia drops back as he's got his man. The quarterback didn't hesitate on that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
I left 30 on 1.
Ball on their own 14. Play action fake with the throw. Number 85 with the reception.
Strong eye right, Z, hook on 2. Right. Set. Hut, hut.
Here's the blitz. Runs up the middle. McGrath makes the stop at the 23. Ball on their own 23. The 49ers up by 7.
Hut. Hut, hut.
Garcia scrambles out of the pocket. He fires a bullet, but nobody comes up with it.
He just threw that pass too hard. The receiver might have caught up with the ball if he used a little more touch.
Right. Set. Hut. Hut. Hut, 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 hut.
Steps back with the throw. Owen with the reception. Elliott with the tackle at the 45. What a catch by Owen.
It sure was. Catches like that are going to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Strong eye right, wide 60 read Z on 2. Right. Set.
1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
It's a blitz. Barlow gets the toss. The first down and then some.
And that was a great run. I'll tell you what, if you have to defend against that stuff all day, it's really going to set up the passing game.
They're just about in field goal range.
Set.
The 49ers use motion.
Hut. Hut. Hut, hut. Hut.
Runs up the middle. Murphy stops him at the 30.
He's off to a great start on the ground today.
Ball on the 30-yard line. trap the lone setback. Looking for room. Harris calls him down behind the line. Nice pursuit on that play.
Yeah, this is just great defense. They pursue the ball, follow the play as it develops, and they never let the ball carrier get to the outside.
Ace right, Y23, on 2.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. Ball on the 32-yard line. The 49ers up by 7. The 49ers using motion. Fakes the handoff. Garcia throws left. He felt the pressure there.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Elam lines up for the field goal.
Set.
He gets the long attempt away. Plenty of distance. He missed it. The Bears down by 1 touchdown. To the outside. Ingram with the tackle at the 44.
Committing to the running game will add effectiveness to your passing attack. When the defense is looking pass, you run. When the defense is looking run, you go downfield.
Ace left 40, cross on 1.
A little over 4 to go. With the field. Steps back. Throws it to the middle. He can hang on to it.
There's really no excuse for that. You just have to catch those balls.
Wing right, fake, read X, on 1.
Ball on their own 44. Four linebackers this time. He's looking to throw. Passes left. Great third down conversion by Marcus Robinson.
This guy knew where the first down marker was, and then he made the play.
Ball on the 49-yard line. The Bears down by 1 touchdown. Out over to the left. The quarterback got it there.
There's just no excuse for that. He's getting paid a lot of money to make those catches.
Ball at midfield. Drops back to throw. Throws left. Batted down. That was a laser beam.
He tried to thread the needle there.
Round left, exit, on 2.
Back to pass with the pass. And he's got his man. Mitchell makes the stop at the 14.
The receiver showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
That was a great catch. Maybe the quarterback should go to him more often.
They gained some serious yardage on that pass. Let's take a look and see why it was successful.
That was an incredible individual effort by the quarterback. Look how fast he releases the ball after he made his decision where he wanted to go with it.
Round left, X80 on 2.
Ball on the 14-yard line. They're blitzing. Whitfield hands it off. Ball on the 14-yard line. Halton with the carry. Peterson with the takedown at the 14. He ran sideways there.
Yeah, and that's not the way you want to go. But against this defense, you don't have a heck of a lot of choices.
Third and long. Quick drop. Out over to the right. It was a good shot, but it falls incomplete.
He might want to put a little more touch on that type of pass.
A huge hit there, John. Let's check it out on replay.
Not only was that a big hit, watch that guy also show good form by wrapping him up and bringing him down.
That was a nice series for the defense.
You talk about red zone and red zone success. Well, here the defense can chalk one up because they stopped him cold.
He gets it off. The kick splits the upright. The momentum could be shifting. He gets it off. He takes a knee.
Long eye right, Y60 ready feed on 2.
First and 10.
Set. Hut, hut.
Garcia back to throw. With the throw. Knocked down. Knocked away.
You know, he did what you taught to do. That's take away the ability for the receiver to catch the ball. He can't catch it, and you knock it down.
I left big Y30 on 1. Right.
Back to throw. Pass is left. Batted down. Batted away.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Right. Set.
Ball on their own 20. Stanley, the man in motion.
Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut.
Garcia back to throw. The quarterback is hauled down.
How did that guy get in there, John?
The defender just jumped the snap count. He was into the backfield before the blockers even knew what was going on.
Number 18 awaits the snap.
Set. Hut, hut.
Ball on their own 44. Drops back to throw. Whitfield throws right. He had defenders applying intense pressure on that play.
And I'll tell you, the toughest thing to do as a quarterback is to throw it accurately when there's a big old defensive player in your face.
Ground left X80 on 2. 3.
Ball on their own 44. The Bears use motion. He hands it off. Winborn brings him down at the 44. A run up the middle, but the defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, he saw a little seam there that closed up before he had a chance to take advantage of it.
Wing right X46 on 2. 3.
Whitfield steps back, gets rid of it. He unloads the ball before he really wanted to.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt a pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
Maynard awaits the snap. Return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Wing right X46 on 2. 3.
The Bears with a 4-man front. Barlow gets the toss. With the takedown at the 45. Wow, what a nice run.
That was a nice run. Now that'll take the pressure off your passing game.
Wing right C8 on 2. 3.
Barlow, the lone back. Garcia drops back to throw. Passes right. He didn't get it to his man.
And he has to be careful. Not only is that pass off target, but it's also a good way to get your receiver decked.
Second and 10. Stanley comes in motion. Garcia hands it off. Barlow with the juke. They need 7.
The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
Pass complete. Owens caught it short of the first down marker.
That's a poorly planned play. You have to know that you have to get past the first down marker on 3rd down. Anything less has to be a failure.
Congratulations to the person seated in section 49, row 37.
Number 18 awaits the snap.
Dream day for 2.
Set. Eagle FC 33 corner on 1. 3.
Whitfield sets up. It's a blitz. He gets the dog. Schulter stops him at the 19. He wanted to get to the corner on that play.
That's great containment by the defense. They were all in the right position, and there was just no place for him to run.
I right. 21 on 2. Right.
The rush is on. Halton gets the toss. He wanted to get it to the outside there, but there was no room to run.
I'll tell you, that defense ate that play up, Pat. They really need to keep it going up the middle if they want to have success against this defense.
Ball on their own 18. Looking to throw it. Whitfield with a pass. Knocked away.
Pass interference, number 30. Defense.
The receiver goes in motion, looking to throw it. Passes right. Ingram pulls him down at the 42.
He had a nice, quick release on that pass.
That quarterback is really special. Not only does he have the arm, but he can also guide it in there with some touch if he needs to.
Split right Z80 on 2. Right.
Ball on their own 42, and he gets the toss. Valentine with the tackle at the 45. Turns the corner for the first down.
He knew exactly where the first down marker was on the field, and he barely got enough to convert.
Round left X80 on 2.
First and 10. Whitfield gets set. Quick drop. Young with the tackle at the 41. Young showed great speed when getting that sack.
Yeah, he used his quickness to get past the line and drag down the quarterback for the sack.
The 49ers with a three-man front. Whitfield out over to the left. No one catches that bullet.
He throws it any harder, the skin might come off the ball.
Third and long. He's looking to throw. Throws right. Alexander, the intended target. He didn't even let it get to the receiver.
Paws, he got those big old paws on it.
Maynard back to punt. Ingram felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
They'll go from the shotgun. Garcia to throw. Throws left. And he's got his man. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a huge play by the quarterback there.
Yeah, everything seemed to go right on that one. The quarterback had a good pass, the receiver ran the right route, and the defense didn't seem to have any idea what was going on.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good. The 49ers made it a two-score game. Number 18 gets it off. They'll start to drive from the 22. Ball on their own 22. Play action fake. Out over to the right. Hardy, the intended target. He put a little too much on that one.
Oh, and maybe he got held up in the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
I right 20, cross on 2.
Ball on their own 22. Second and 10. The tight end in motion. Houston gets the carry. Mitchell brings him down at the 26. Houston keeps it on the ground.
Yeah, that's an important part of this team's offense.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Only one man in the backfield. It's a blitz with the pass. Batted down.
Pass interference, number 30, defense.
Round left X80 on 2. Break.
The 49ers with a 4-man front. Whitfield back to throw with the pass. Robinson was the intended receiver. Whitfield had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt a pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
Eagle FC 33 clear on 1.
Ball on their own 41. Drops back to throw. With the throw. And he dropped the pass. That one will fall to the ground. Incomplete.
Yeah, they practice this play again and again during the week to prepare. But simulating how the defense is going to react is a very hard thing to do.
Eagle FC 33 quarter on 1. Break.
Looking to throw it. Pass is right. And he dropped it. He did that pass.
He just stayed with the coverage, and he got his hand right in there.
Maynard awaits the snap. Ingram felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
High left, wide cross, 3 depth, on 1.
First and 10. Garcia sets up. He tucks it away. Brown with the takedown at the 19.
When you got a running game that's working this well, I wouldn't even attempt to pass.
Ball on their own 19.
Hut, hut! Hut! Hut, hut, hut!
Here's the blitz. Gets the carry. He didn't get much on that run.
That guy got knocked around by that defense. He needs a little protection from his linemen.
High right, 21 on 2. Right.
Garcia under the center.
Hut! Hut!
He gets the carry. Barlow through the middle. Stewart with the takedown at the 26. He puts his head down and powers his way to the first.
You know, when you talk about grinding away, this is what you mean. Just run the football and get what you need for the first down.
High left, wide cross, 3 depth, on 1. Right.
Four-man front this time. The receiver in motion. Drops back to throw. Out over to the left. Owen with the reception. Ball on their own 40. Back to pass. Garcia lets the pass fly. Pass complete. Atkinson with the tackle at midfield. Garcia really read the defense well on that play.
Yeah, he looked over the defense and he made the right decision of where to throw the ball.
Ball at midfield. Looking to throw it. Pass is left. Owens was the intended target. He overthrows his intended receiver.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
Eagle FC 33 corner, on 1.
Second and 10.
Set! Hut, hut! 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 Hut!
Garcia steps back. Urlacher makes the stop at the 46. Garcia breaks it for a gain.
You know, you can run any defensive scheme you want. But I'll tell you this, it's hard to compensate for the quarterback that can scramble and make plays on the run.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score San Francisco 14, Chicago 3. Welcome back as we get this second half underway. Number 18 gets it off. The Bears take over on to 23. We'll go to Leslie Visser, who has a halftime update for us.
Well, I questioned Dave McGinnis about any halftime adjustments, and he said the main thing was not to panic at this point. One score gets them right back into the game, and they've made the necessary adjustments. We'll see if it's true. Pat?
Thanks for your report, Leslie. Paul gets the carry. They need 9. Ball on their own 24. Back to pass. Pass. Hardy, the intended target. Despite good coverage, he forces the ball in there.
And when you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
I left 30 on 1. Break.
Set. Cut.
He's looking to throw. Whitfield with the throw. That was a nice catch by Alexander.
Yeah, he used his body to go up and get that pass.
Break. Set.
Gets the carry. Peterson with the tackle at the 42. He tried to get to the corner.
Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside, but the defense was quick to react to the play, and even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the holes.
Break.
Ball on their own 42. Sharp moves in motion. They got him.
Ace right, wide 23 on 2.
Ball on their own 39. Whitfield sets up. The Bears use motion. The rush is on. Out over to the left. Robinson, the intended receiver. Whitfield with the overthrow.
Yeah, that one had too much mustard on it. Either that or he released it at the wrong point.
Maynard awaits the snap. Ingram felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Strong eye right, wide 60 read C on 2.
First and 10. Ball on their own 16. Garcia drops back to throw. Picked off. It's intercepted.
Face mask on the defense, number 81.
Owens dragged him down by the helmet.
Yeah, and he got up looking at his ear hole.
Strong eye right, wide 60 read Z on 2.
Ball on the 27-yard line. Whitfield under the center. Blitz is coming. Halton tucks it away. Kruger with the tackle at the 15. He was able to pick up good yardage on that play.
When you have a back who can pick up big chunks of yardage on his carries, It forces the defense to bring another man up to the line of scrimmage to try and control him.
Illegal to throw objects onto the field.
We'll see what they do inside the red zone here. The Bears use motion. He gets the carry. Mitchell pulls him down at the 14. Ball on the 14-yard line. The Bears using motion. Here's the blitz through the middle. Ingram with the tackle at the 11. Not much through the middle.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got no push at all, and there was nowhere to go.
They need 6. Ball on the 11-yard line. Back to throw. Winborn stops him at the 7. I'm not sure about that play call.
You know, this defense has been dominating them all day, and you get to the point where you're beaten and you just save yourself for the next game. Maybe they're at that point.
They stopped them there.
That was a gutsy stand by the defense in the red zone. That type of defense can be the difference between a win and a loss.
It's up. The attempt is good. The Bears are now within a touchdown.
Please remember, fans are not allowed on the field at any time.
He gets it off. The 49ers start the drive from the 24. Ball on their own 24. Garcia hands it off. Erlicher makes the stop at the 29. He just broke 100 yards rushing. Ball on their own 29. Garcia drops back with the pass. Barlow with the reception. Erlicher stops him at the 41.
Holding number 85. Offense. Loss of 10 yards.
That won't help them.
I don't think that was part of the game plan.
Garcia hands it off. Erlicher pulls him down at the 33.
When they sat down and discussed the running game this week, I'm sure they never thought it would go this well.
Eagle right, 23, on 1.
Ball on their own 33. Barlow gets the carry. He got just enough.
This is what you want to get from your running game. If he can keep this up, he'll end up with a career day.
I right 20, cross on 2.
First and 10. Garcia with a man in motion. The rush is on. Looking for room. Makes the stop at the 42.
Right, 23 on 1.
First and 10. Garcia under the center. Stanley, the man in motion. He tucks it away. With the tackle at the 30.
If you can get into the flow of the game and your yards per carry are this high, then you found a huge weakness in the defense.
Ball on the 30-yard line. Garcia to throw. With the pass. Stanley, the intended receiver. Boy, he really felt some pressure there.
Pressure can really mess up the timing of a play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Second and 10. Sixth play of this drive. The tight end goes in motion. Play action fake. Stewart got the quarterback. Third and long. Garcia to throw. McGrath stops him at the 46. The 49ers will punt it here. Four linebackers this time. Whitfield with a man in motion. With the carry. Through the middle. Surtain with the tackle at the 23. Not a big gain on that run.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give him room to work with.
Ball on their own 23. The Bears are hanging on by a thread. The receiver goes in motion. They're blitzing. A fumble. Loose ball. That was a lucky ball.
You love an offense that is always aware of what's happening on the field.
Blitz is on. Fulton shuts it away with the carry.
A consistent running game will keep the defense on the field, not allowing them to rest on the sideline.
Under a yard to go. The Bears are hanging on by a thread, and he gets the toss. Ingram stops him at the 33. Fulton seems to have picked up just enough for the first down.
Split right C80 on 2. Right.
Blitz is on. Runs up the middle. They go with the running play.
Yeah, sure looks like they're going to keep testing this run defense.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the San Francisco 49ers ahead of the Chicago Bears, 14-6. And we'll start the fourth quarter. 5 yards to go. Whitfield back to pass with the pass.
He was out of bounds. You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the first down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
A side left, 27 on 2.
Passing situation here. The Bears are hanging on by a thread. He tucks it away. Peterson with the takedown at the 36.
Why are they still handing him the ball?
Maynard back to punt. Ingram had a nice return on that punt.
One or two more blocks would have sprung.
Split right C80 on 2.
First and 10. Garcia lets it fly. Elliott pulls him down at the 43.
Pass interference, defense. Eagle right, 23 on 1. Right.
Quick drop. Garcia out over to the left. Caught. A tremendous catch.
Round left X80 on 2. Right.
Barlow, the lone back. Garcia back to throw. Number 85 was the intended target. Garcia
Looked a little uncomfortable in the pocket there.
Yeah, a few more like that, and this guy's confidence is going to be shot.
Set. Cut.
Steps back. Out over to the left. Knocked down. The coverage was there, but he threw it anyway.
And it's almost better to take the sack there because you don't want that pass to get picked off. Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
Set.
Oldham goes in motion.
Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Flip. Looking for room. Field goal unit comes on the field.
Set.
He gets it off. The kick splits the upright. Elam got all of his leg into that kick.
Yeah, he can kick the ball a long way. That field goal was right on the money, which is pretty much typical for him.
He gets it off. He downs it in the end zone. First and 10. Ball on their own 20. Steps back. With the throw. Alexander with the reception. They need about 3. Looking to throw it. Whitfield throws right. Out over to the right. He led him too far there.
Oh, and maybe he got held up on the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
I left. Y cross. 3 on 1.
They need 3. Back to throw. Throws right. Complete.
That was a great effort on that pass, son. Let's take a look at the replay to see how this play developed.
Yeah, you can tell by watching this one that they've been practicing that play quite a bit.
Ball on their own 34. Quick drop. Pass is right. Hardy with the reception. He rifled that ball out of there quickly.
That guy's always had a great arm. And that's something you can't teach.
Ace option Y. Read D on 2. Right.
Ball on their own 49 with the throw. Whitfield tries to thread the needle there.
I'm no quarterback, but even I saw that he was covered.
Eagle FC 33 corner on 1.
Ball at about midfield. Man in motion. Drops back to throw. With the throw. Alexander's the intended target. He overthrows that pass.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target.
Ball on their own 49. Whitfield sets up. Back to throw. Rolling out to his right. Ellis reaches the quarterback and hauls him down.
Round right 22, see it, on one. Right.
Nickel back in this time with the pass. Halton with the reception. They went for it, but didn't have enough, John.
Yeah, the offense failed with fourth down conversion. Now it's up to the defense to try and hold them.
Right.
Garcia gets set. The receiver goes in motion.
Hut. Hut. Hut.
Passes right. Oldham with the reception. Brown brings him down at the 17. Nice throw by Garcia on that play.
Yeah, he put that pass where only his receiver had a chance to catch it.
I left 30, on one. Right.
Four-man front this time. Blitz. Garcia hands it off. Holdman brings him down at the 19.
Right, 23, on one.
Ball on the 19-yard line. We'll see what they do inside the red zone here. Picked off. It's intercepted. Garcia shouldn't have thrown that ball.
I think the quarterback had decided he was going to throw it to that guy no matter how many guys were covering it.
I left, Y cross, read X, on one. Right.
First and 10. Whitfield gets set. Drops back to throw with the pass. He gunned that one.
You can obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
I right, 21 on two.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 19. Back to pass. Out over to the left. They put some pressure on the quarterback that time.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive back.
Right X 33, on one. Right.
Halton, the lone setback. Back to throw. With the throw. He dropped it. He did a nice job of breaking up that pass play.
He just stayed with the coverage, and he got his hand right in there.
The Bears will punt it here.
seam there. Guess I was just seeing things.
Eagle right, 23, on 1. Right.
Garcia under the center. He tucks it away. Barlow with the carry. Murphy brings him down at the 48.
When you have a guy who can carry the ball for over 100 yards a game, you have half of what you need on offense to get to the Super Bowl.
Wing right, fake, 3X, on 1. Right.
The Bears with a four-man front. Steps back. Garcia lets the pass fly. Ball at midfield. Barlow tucks it away. Brown makes the stop at the 49.
He's over 100 yards in the fourth quarter. You can't ask for much more than that from your back.
Right X33, on 1.
First and 10.
Set.
Garcia steps back with the throw. He didn't get it to him.
And he has to be careful. Not only is that pass off target, there's also a good way to get your receiver decked.
Second and 10.
Set. Hut, hut. Hut.
Back to pass. Pass is left. Owens with the reception.
I left, Y cross, 3X, on 1.
Ball on the 33-yard line. The offense is threatening.
Hut. Hut, hut.
Barlow gets the toss. Looking to turn it upfield.
These defensive linemen should be ashamed of their performance today.
Wing right, T8, on 2. Right.
Sixth play of this drive.
Hut. Hut, hut.
They're blitzing. Garcia hands it off. McGrath stops him at the 15.
I left 30, on 1. Right.
The Bears with a four-man front. Garcia with a man in motion. Spins around. They have done very well on third down so far. Nickel back in this time.
Hut. Hut.
Flag down.
Encroachment, number 94. Defense.
Penalties always hurt you, but penalties that take you out of scoring position will absolutely kill you.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Set.
The 49ers using motion. He gets the carry. With the juke. Atkinson pulls him down at the 8. That run didn't get him much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
Will the owner of a purple truck, license number 315D88.
The offense can't get it done.
When the offense moves down toward the goal line, it gives the defense a chance to tighten up and play tighter coverage.
Set.
It's up. The kick splits the upright. That score gives them a nice cushion. He gets it off.
They need one quick score and then some more.
Round right 22, see it on 1.
First and 10. Whitfield back to pass with the pass. Caught. Schulter with the takedown at the 27.
Dunn showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
The defense could never let up out there. This guy can make some incredible catches.
A side left 27 on 2.
Second and 6.
I left, Y cross, read X, on 1.
Ball on their own 27. The receiver in motion. Back to throw. Out over to the right. Pass is complete.
That was a great pass play, John. Let's look at it again.
Yeah, everybody was on the same page there. The receiver's skills allowed him to do a great job of beating the coverage.
Whitfield steps back. Out over to the right. Alexander was the intended target. Hits him in the hands, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
Eagle FC 33 corner on 1.
Ball on the 43-yard line. Whitfield sets up. Drops back to throw with the pass. Knocked away. He saw the coverage, but he thought his man had position.
And when you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
Sitting in section 46, row 4, seat 8. What a lifetime supply
Back to throw with the pass. Robinson, the intended target. He overthrows it.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Whitfield under the center. He's looking to throw. Pass complete. Peterson stops him at the 39. Why would the team go for it there, John?
They have to hope that their defense can hold them now.
I left. Y cross. Read X. On 1. Break.
Garcia under the center. Here's a blitz. McGrath drags down the ball carrier behind the line.
They're not just going to give up on the run, no matter how ineffective it is.
Strong eye right seat. Hook on 2. Break. Set. Hut, hut.
Barlow with the juke. Holdman brings him down at the 36. Tried the middle but can't find a hole.
The offensive line lost a battle in the trenches on that play. They just can't seem to get any consistency.
Will the owner of a purple station wagon, license number 4CJ...
They have done very well on third down so far.
...that Pigeons are attacking your car.
Set.
The 49ers using motion.
Hut.
Garcia hands it off. Murphy makes the stop at the 44. Barlow has been eating up the yardage all day.
I'll tell you, this defense is getting run over.
The 49ers will punt it here.
Set.
Bird felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Inside their own 20. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Back to pass. Whitfield with the throw. Caught. A tremendous catch.
This team has to start converting on third down if they're going to be successful.
Ball on their own 12. They're blitzing. Llewellyn brings them down at the 6.
Timeout. Called by the offense. They have no timeouts remaining.
Ball on their own 6. Whitfield to throw. With the throw. Hardy, the intended target. Chicago gamble and turn the ball over.
Yeah, the offense failed with fourth down conversion. Now it's up to the defense to try and hold it.
Ball on the 6-yard line. That's the end of the game. The final score is San Francisco 20, Chicago 6. This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written permission of EA Sports is prohibited.
All right, that will do it. Our 49ers should have the number 2 seed in the NFC. Take a look at the stats on the board. Held the Bears to 149 yards passing, only 200 yards on offense. That should help our overall season statistics, though it doesn't matter. What matters is winning in the playoffs. 2 interceptions by Jeff Garcia, 12 of 25. Not the way you want to go into the playoffs, and sacked 5 times. The Bears, while they didn't bring it on the scoreboard, they definitely brought it on the field. The defense held trap to -2 yards on 5 carries. Garcia tried to run the ball, which wasn't considered a sack. I mean, I guess there's some difference. -4 yards on 2 carries. 5 sacks and 2 picks. The Bears' defense not playing around. However, our defense wasn't either. No interceptions, but holding them to 163 yards in the air. Only 32% completions. 4 sacks. How much of that is the weakness of their quarterback position? Tendency scrambler, and yet, despite that, their quarterback only ran 1 time. Again, showing, if you're even listening to me at this point, the value or lack thereof of going after a Michael Vick for simulation purposes. We can sim games without playing them out, and that might be another franchise that we can do on the side. But as far as like the computer running things, they won't run the ball much with a scrambling quarterback. However, on the ground, Jamie Talton, their starting running back, only 2.4 yards per carry, 47 yards on 19 attempts. 4 attempts and 7 yards for Peter Houston. So not doing well with a fumble compared to our 24 carries for 171 yards, 7.1 yards per carry, and another Pro Bowl for Kevin Barlow. 11 broken tackles, 2 20-plus yard runs. Receiving, Owens with 6 catches, Oldham with 3 for 64 yards. 164, a century mark more just on 3 more catches for Owens. Still got it despite lowering in his overall rating and some of his abilities with the tutty. Ruark, a couple catches, 22 yards. Stanley, our other tight end, 9 yards for him. No drops for our team. 5 drops for the Bears. 4 catches by Eric Carty for just under 90 yards. Marcus Robinson in the Pro Bowl, only 3 catches for 33. Maybe like Sharp, like part of the Sharp family. I mean, not really. It's a generated player, but there you go. Jeff Sharp. Derek Alexander of Kansas City Chief fame, wide receiver. Do you even know who that is? Drop it in the chat if you know who Derek Alexander is and you remember him. And Jamie Talton. So we've got the receptions here across the board. Blocking, giving up 4 sacks. Offensive line for the Niners giving up 5 sacks as a team. No pancakes whatsoever. Again, not much I can do in terms of the slider settings to increase pancakes, short of just ratcheting it up for the run blocking, which might make running too powerful. So, not sure of the good balance there. And as far as tackles go, again, safeties, corners, and outside linebackers making the tackle. Shoulders with 8, corner with 5, another corner with 4, outside linebacker with 4, outside linebacker with 4, safeties and corners and outside linebackers 4, corner with 4. It's the defensive line and the middle linebackers that really don't get much of anything. Instead of getting 10 plus, they're looking at 1 and 2. Okay? Looking at the other football team, the Bears, Tony Parrish, who would actually be a 49er after the first season in this game. For Madden 2003, he would join San Francisco, but here he stays with the Bears and gets 6 tackles as a strong safety. Middle linebacker gets 6 also here. It's interesting that the Bears get middle linebacker tackles, and the other team that we played last week got the Cardinals got like 10 tackles on their middle linebacker. Safety, defensive end, outside linebacker, some defensive tackles, some more corner play, like just seeing where the tackles are distributed. Tackles for loss, defensive ends, outside linebackers, again towards the edge, a little bit up the middle, some tackles for loss. 49ers tackle for loss again on the edge, on the edge, on the edge, and on the edge, right? Sacks, defensive end, got a couple. Bryant Young, not sure what his season stats are. I don't think I think he needed 3 to be double digits. I think he was at 7, gets to 8, which is not bad when you consider that he was lower in rotation and still picked it up. And Tom Flelling, is that how you'd say it? Like Flelling? Not sure I'd pronounce that. Maybe you can tell me in the comments the correct enunciation. Maybe I can look it up online to see if that's a real last name and how it's pronounced. But he gets another sack on the year. As we saw, there were no interceptions, but pass deflections. Ingram, 5 pass deflections, gets involved out there, and 5 tackles as the hard hitter. Plummer gets a couple pass deflections. Peterson and Surtain get a couple as well. As far as the Bears go, their tackles for losses, defensive ends and outside linebackers we talked about. Sacks, defensive tackle, defensive ends. So several in those positions. 2 picks, an outside linebacker and a corner. Pass deflections, couple from the middle linebacker. Obviously Brian Urlacher, a legend. Outside linebackers, corners, so on and so forth. Kicking game, 2 of 2, 2 of 3. Elam continues to miss kicks this year. Punting and kick returning and so forth. And that is our ball game. So we're going to save it up. And we're going to take a look at the playoffs and the stats on the year. So let's go take a look here. Overwrite the file. And I will see you in our next video.